doing another little review. Today we're reviewing a game called Chromatic Fantasy, a puzzle game, and of course the demo is available. That's what we're going to be playing in this video. So this is a game I've been developing for a while. It's a turn-based puzzle in which you must lead cute multicolored dragons out of the dungeon maze. Interactions between the dragons and environment objects depend on their colour. Little gameplay trailer. I do also apologize if you can hear that. It should go off kind of soon. But anyway, currently I'm working on the global progression elements such as dungeon map saving system, and story help and tutorials. I actually think that the help and tutorials that you get is kind of enough, especially at the moment. Oops, that is the wrong game. Let's not play that again. Yeah, I think it's actually pretty close to what it should be. Maybe have some sort of tutorial levels. Probably be kind of useful, but for the most part this is quite in depth. This is probably more in depth than most things that I've seen. You even get some settings stuff, which is really nice to see. And actually the whole animations and whatnot, it all seems to be done quite nicely. It is quite smooth feeling. To me, it doesn't feel all that bad. Everything feels good to start with. It feels like a proper game. The only thing that I'd point out just straight away, not straight away, I've been playing this for a while beforehand, but these animations here, they're very nice. They're very good, in fact, but they just seem to take a little bit too long. It'd be nice to have some sort of option, maybe just to skip them. That's kind of personal preference, but yeah, it'd just be nice to see. Also, it's kind of cool to see lots of different levels and stuff. So yeah, it's quite nice to see that. The thing is with this game is that it's essentially quite a simple game, and that's something you want to kind of be careful with, is that you don't make it too simple. You could, well, not that it is at the moment. What I mean to say is that it's based on a simple concept, and you want to make sure that it is not simple, but it's unique, and that can be kind of tricky. We've completely messed up, I think. Yeah, but I think from what I can see at the moment, you've done it quite well with these kind of extra guys that come and help. It's quite useful, and it does seem to be quite a nice little thing added in. So, in mind, what is possibly wrong with the game? At the moment, I'm struggling to see a lot. I'm thinking though, right from the start, and based on someone else's comment, is perhaps that these early levels are a little bit too tricky. The first level was alright, maybe could have been even simpler without having the help of these things. But it wasn't too bad, I didn't think. However, this level, and I'm not sure because of course I've not finished playing it yet, but it seems to have the best possible number of moves is 36, which is quite a lot. I think that's the best possible anyway. It better be. Anyway, yeah, it's a lot, to be honest. It makes it seem like it is quite complicated, and of course I haven't done it yet, so I wouldn't know. And who knows, we might even get it done in this video. But it leads me to believe that it's quite tricky, and maybe needs a little bit more thinking involved. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe the difficulty curve isn't quite right, but it's a bit tricky because of course you're planning on making 70 levels, and this is only 6 levels, but that doesn't mean that they're necessarily the first 6 because it is a demo. So just because these are 6, it doesn't mean that they are that 6 in that order, if that makes sense. That doesn't really make much sense, but anyway. So yeah, here I'm just going to try and mess around with this guy. I'm not really sure what he does. I think he just makes a wall. Could result in lots of problems, but we'll see. These animations to me just seem really long. They are really good, but it'd be nice if you could just press a button and kind of stop them. I also don't know if can I remove this guy? Oh, is he just stuck there? I think he's just stuck there, so we probably shouldn't have done that. It's nice to see an undo feature, though. It is quite useful to have. I'm also not quite sure what this is or how we really get to this. I suppose this is probably where this comes in. So we put this... Can we not put the guy there? Apparently not. Apparently we can't. So yeah, I would have put it there, but apparently we can't put it there for whatever reason. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how we get to that or how we do that. What's the point? I'm not sure how we make it to here, because I'm thinking it's gonna have to line up here somewhere. So we're gonna have to make it into this notch here, which probably means coming from the bottom. And of course, there's no real way of making it from the bottom unless... Can we put this guy in the water? No, we can't. I guess we could put this guy there. Okay, let's give that a go. It's quite a nice aspect to have these extra like power-up things to kind of help you through, and also have the different coloured dragons relating to different things. It feels pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. That might do it. No, because he's still not in the right place. Yeah. That's a tricky one. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do this one in this video. There is definitely a steep difficulty curve here. But I think, to be honest, that's probably the only things I have to say about it. It's probably just the difficulty and the animations leading on a little bit too long. I can't see anything other than that, really. But again, it's tricky because just because it says that the demo contains 6 playable levels, it doesn't mean that it's the first first 6. So it could be that we played the very first level first, and then we played the 10th level, and then we played like the 30th level or something. But yeah, maybe think about that actually, is where those 6 levels are going to play out into the 70. Because that's kind of important, especially if you're going to have some sort of story. I feel like a story would fit quite nicely as well into this game, just as a little side note. So yeah, that was my review of Chromatic Fantasy. If you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, or what you guys want to do, and I will talk to you in the next one.